Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with a really beautiful pick a card of what spiritual gifts and what spiritual mana is opening for you right now. Pile 1 is the card on the left, pile 2 is in the middle, and pile 3 is the card on the right. So take your time, use your intuition. If you need to pause the video, that's perfectly okay. And choose your card now. I will meet you in your reading. Timestamps are in the description box below. Aloha pile 1, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with a beautiful pick a card message for what spiritual energy, gifts, or mana is presenting itself in your life now. What is coming forward to the forefront as your gifts, things that you are stepping into, your rite of passage. There is a lot of changes that are happening right now. There's a lot of retrogrades happening and lots of astrological energy that it's causing huge change for the collective, and we are ascending as a people. And so this is moving us forward into our ascension process, into some of us are going into leadership positions. We're going to look at what spiritual gifts are coming through for you. And remember, our spiritual gifts are our natural inclination and talents and what we naturally possess at different levels of availability, right? So before we get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. Those things help my channel to grow and expand, so truly, truly grateful. Also, thank you for those who have sent me things in the mail. My snail mail is underneath, so if you want to send something, that's where that is. And thank you for those who have commented. All of those things help us to grow as a community. Remember, where two or more are gathered, their source energy is with you. So when we connect in and like the videos, and when we comment together, it actually hooks us into the grid where we can assist one another energetically to get our goals and outcomes and to help each other ascend much more quickly and more efficiently. Okay, so let's get started, you guys. I just got this beautiful new deck. It's from Omra. I don't remember her last name, but she's located here on the Big Island, so these aren't everywhere, but they're beautiful. So you got communication with divine intervention. It says, if we are a channel for light, all chaos steps to the side, allowing only the purest potential to flow through. All things are perfect if you let them be. Accepting, being in the place of acceptance is what that means. Okay, this is beautiful. I feel like for you guys, I've had a few different videos of like what's coming forward, what are we stepping into, and there has been a lot of things about channeling. So you may have been attracted to those previous readings. And I do have a playlist of all of the pick a card readings that I've done for the last few years, and they're timeless. So you're welcome to look through those and see if you have something, a question. There will be some things there that might have answer for you. Okay, but it looks like what you're stepping into here is channeling straight from source. Some of you may be parents because we have a child there. Some of you may be channeling people's children that are coming in. But any way it goes, you are connecting directly to the divine. You're connecting to your higher self and source. So you may already be a channeler, or this may be coming in for seemingly the first time for you. Now, with channeling, people do it many different ways. I know sometimes I sit down and I let myself kind of automatic write, or I transcribe what I'm hearing in my head. So there are two different processes. Automatic writing, you kind of go into trance and you're not really remembering what you write. If you are channeling and it's transcribing, for me, I get auditory inputs inside, tend to be my strongest inner channel. So just like we have outer senses and communication, we have inner senses and communication. And so it varies from person to person. I'm feeling, direct, knowing, and hearing. I rarely get visuals like in color or anything inside, right? So I will often channel through transcribing what I'm hearing, and I can feel like the you know, whom I'm communicating with coming through, and then I'll just transcribe it. So some people you'll write it down, some people you'll say it out loud. Combination of both. I often share things like right now I'm hearing things in my head and I'm delivering the message to you, right? Or I'll let you know what the feeling or sensation I have is. So you're learning your inner inputs, your inner sensory abilities in order to channel the messages coming forward, both for yourself, but I do feel like this is a spiritual gift that will also help the collective. We're going to tap into the Hawaiian wisdom, the mana cards right now. What spiritual gifts, what mana is coming forward for pile 1? What's coming forward for pile 1? Okay, beautiful. And one more, please. We're going to get 3 of these. Okay, and that one wanted to come out, so I guess we're going to get 4. All right. Beautiful. All right, so we have... Perfect. These are out of order. Sorry about that. Okay. We have puhi. Okay. Puhi are the eels that you see, and they represent disruption. So it says, avoid the procrastination that results from perfectionism. Perfection often lurks under murky waters. The disruption of ideals is often an inevitable part of the manifestation process. Do not allow it to distract you. Continue to progress and things will become clear. So I feel like in this particular moment, you may not be completely clear on your next steps. You know that you're going through a change, a disruption, but in the runes, the disruption is the element of hail. It's disruption that moves us into a new form, a new ability, a new way of seeing things. So this disruption is telling you, let go of perfectionism. Part of you, why things have been a little bit harder for you to channel, or you feel like maybe I don't have spiritual gifts, you know, is because that there's this element of perfectionism that's been happening for you. And that perfectionism, it causes a resistance to forward movement. With spirit, it's not about you. You can't mess it up. You can't get it wrong. You're just interpreting the energy. You're just allowing yourself to be an open vessel. An open vessel releases resistance. Doesn't mean you don't have resistance. We're in human form. If you're in human form, you are going to have resistance and contrast, because that's how you build. That's how you expand. That's how you know that you would like something different. With this, your spirit team is saying one of the things that's coming through for you, one of the lessons that you're learning, is to release perfectionism, release worrying about how you're going to look, how you're going to be seen, being perfect. You're at a soul level, we're perfect, we're whole and complete. So there's nothing for you to try to be perfect about, okay? And so this is a beautiful indication that you're going to release that perfectionism, which leads to procrastination because we're worried about doing something wrong, and be here now. And in being here now, you're going to be a beautiful channel to spirit. Okay. We have 44 here. Ano Ano, which is the seed. I love this for you guys. You guys are coming into realizing what your seed is, okay? That is opening up, I think. Sorry, give me just 1 second. This is one of the only ones that... Okay, so Ano Ano is the seed, and it is your intention, okay? It's the seed that's planted of spirit. So there is a seed that's planted that is now opening up for you. That's part of your spiritual gifts, and you will help to open up others. So this says that the calabash opening up. Let's see, is it opening up or down? Opening up. It says, Energy flows where attention goes. Be clear with your intention, state it to others, imagine attaining your goals, and you will manifest your desires. So this is indicating, because these are opening up and we've got the beautiful rainbow there, that you are leaving the night, okay? You're leaving Po or the darkness and moving into that beautiful light and the rainbow. A seed has been planted in you, and you will be helping others to find their soul seed within themselves. That's part of the spiritual gift that's opening up. So you are in a space of being able to channel and manifest at this time. So being very clear with your seed, being very clear with your intention is going to open these doors for you. You are truly opening to the power of your manifestation abilities, to the power of your intention, to the power of your seed. You're channeling directly from spirit. It's I will to will thy will, and thy will that is the higher will of yourself and source. It's not anyone else's higher will or expectation or obligation of you. This is you stepping into your sovereignty and the seed that's been planted inside your own heart, and you're moving into the space of being able to channel straight from source, straight from your own heart song, in order to help to awaken others to their own heart song. It's a really beautiful energy, you guys, and it's an honor what you get to do. We have Kane. Kane is creation, okay? Kane also means, it means the god of life, but it also means man, okay? So this is the masculine principle, and it says the essence is creation. Remember, you're manifesting at this time, so you're in a very creative process is what's opening to you. It says open to new ways of seeing the situation, tap the well springs of creativity within, begin again if necessary. Remember that new beginnings flow from Kane's life-giving springs effortlessly. Okay, we've got a spouting horn here. Kane is the male principle, and so life will flow effortlessly. Okay, we've got the tarot or the kalo here. And so you are in an extremely creative time where you're merging the light and the dark, and you're coming into balance. You're merging Pele's creative principle, okay, with the magic principle of the light. And so you are moving into a time, your spiritual gifts that are opening up, that you are absolutely in a space of creativity. You're absolutely in a space of being able to set your intention, channel it straight from spirit, and then manifest it into reality. And if there's been plans that have gone awry for you, this is just an indication that they're going to change and flow. You may even begin again, but remember, vibrationally, you never go backwards. So you may choose in a creative project or situation, as these gifts and channelings are coming through, that you might want to take a new avenue to manifest what you're wanting. But you're absolutely in a hugely creative space. Creative projects are going to be very good for you. Being creative, working with your hands is going to be very good for you, because it allows the light to come through kinesthetically, and it's going to help you channel. So some of you may channel through words, some of you may channel through painting, some of you may channel through sound, okay? But there will be an expression of what you are now channeling. And then we have, last but not least, the last one is 36 PAPAIKOU, which is the stones. Okay, and this also happens to be the male stone. This one looks like the one from Molokai. And so I'm getting the intuition that you're building from the heart. Okay, so this is a heart awakening. You're channeling from source, but you're channeling from your heart rather than your head now. And that's what makes the creation. And then PAPAIKOU is stones. PAPAIKOU means Po. Po is original darkness, and haku, the lei that you wear on your head. And this means this is all you need, and it has to do with relationships. And relationships can drain or energize, it says. Ohana, or family, may be blood or choice. Evaluate your interdependencies and focus on those that are the most supportive and loving. So for many of you, the other thing that I'm seeing, while you have these spiritual gifts opening up and the mana that's opening up, Your partnerships and relationships are changing. You're going to be flowing into partnerships that are loving, supportive, and that celebrate you, and that you can celebrate them. So there may have been some changes relationally lately as a side note, but it's because you're opening up in your spirit, this mana inside you, this creativity inside you. You're being moved to the positions where your family, either of blood or choice, are those who empower you, who lift you up, who support you, who honor who you are, both physically and galactically. And your relationships are going to support your spiritual forward movement rather than drain you. And so this is a really beautiful new energy coming in. You may have been working on this for some time. And side note, I do feel like that many of you are going to have, if you're single and would like to have a partnership, with a romantic partnership, I do feel like that's coming in for you because it's going to be part of your life's work. What you guys do together to help channel and create and manifest is really useful to those that are ascending to the light of the grid on planet Earth. And so, side note on that, that's not going to be for everyone. Some of you are already partnered, but if you're not partnered, there's a strong indication that that is coming in for you, and it's going to be your spiritual partnership and romantic partnership in one. I feel like you've had either or before, and this, they're saying they're merging it together so that you can live out your life now on your mission and purpose with your partner that will grow with you and support you and ground you. Because I'm seeing mainly divine feminines listening to this. So feminine, masculine matters not. It's not gender specific. It's just that feminine energy. It feels like the male divine masculine ground is coming for you. And so they're saying take heart. You do not have to be perfect. Okay. You may have already channeled them and you know them in some way, but you maybe thought that it wasn't real. They're saying that it is coming in. Okay. So that's a side note, but all in all, you guys are channeling. You're moving into your creative, the seed that you have planted is now blossoming. You're moving into your creative abilities that will help to awaken others. Okay, so do know that your interest, if it's art, if it's creativity, if it's channeling, those things, anything that you're interested in, and that is of a creative principle, is going to help to awaken others. So follow the flow of that, because that seed you've already planted inside you, spirit has already planted inside you, and it is now opening. Okay, so thank you guys so much. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. I do offer a contest or a drawing every month, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. If you would like to enter that drawing, here's how you do it. You be a subscriber if you're not already, so subscribe, hit that bell button, like and share this video, and then in the comment section below, write, I am channeling my highest creativity. I am channeling my highest creativity. And that lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing on the first of the month. I will do that on video and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha. Aloha Pile 2. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly, coming to you with your spirit messages, your pick a card for what spiritual energy is manifesting in your life at this time. What spiritual gift is opening up? What mana, your spiritual energy within yourself, your mana, what is opening for you at this time? What are you stepping into? This is like a very much a time of rite of passage. Just doing a little Palo Santo to clear the energy and clean here. So I thought this would be a perfect time because so much is shifting and we are ascending rapidly as a collective. And I know my viewers are very much high level in spiritual energy, okay? And so we are updating at this time. So some of you are stepping into leadership positions. Some of you are stepping into spiritual gifts for the first time. And remember, your spiritual gifts are not necessarily some woo-woo thing. It's your natural inclinations. It's the thing that you are most easily good at. People have come to me for advice since I was a little baby girl. Okay, so that's one of my spiritual gifts, is to channel through spirit with that. I love artistry. Okay, so that's a way that I channel spirit. So things that you're naturally good at. Some people are really good in art. Some people are really good in their dream time. Some people are really good at advice. Some people are really, really good with hands-on. So whatever it may be, we're going to look into which particular spiritual gifts and what mana or energy is coming through at this time to support you in your ascension process, but also for you to support others. Okay, before we get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. Thank you so much for those who have donated, tipped, or sent me some things in the mail. I do have my business address in the description box below, so if you would like to send something, if you've been working on something, or that's there for those who have asked. Okay, so thank you for that. And then we also have lots of gratitude for those who comment as well. YouTube likes it, I like it. We're building a beautiful community here together. And remember, where two or more are gathered, their source energy is with you. So when you comment, you're tapping into the whole grid, not just of the subscribers, but the grid of all of the Aumakua and all of the ancestors of all of us who tap in together. So we all have our individual grids and we bring them together. What that does is it helps us get our manifestations quicker. It helps us to ascend quicker and more efficiently. And it's just a beautiful thing to connect and be unified. Okay, so thank you guys for that. I do offer a contest or drawing every month, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. I will let you know at the end of the video how to enter the drawing, as some are here just for the messages. Okay, so let's get it going here. These are really fun cards that I just found yesterday. They're by a woman on the Big Island, so she sells them from here. I believe she's got an Etsy shop. I'll try to figure out if I could put the link below for you guys. But these are off her paintings. Okay, so these were life-size paintings. I believe her name's Omra. I'll have to look at her last name. Okay, anywho, here we go. This is the Morning Star. It says, finally, the long hard night is over, and the morning star, your jeweled treasure, appears. The light at the end of the tunnel is well-deserved appreciation. This is beautiful. As I look at this painting, okay, we have the owl, which is the Aumakua, or the ancestor spirit guide of the Ali'i, or the Hawaiian royalty, okay? And this is... your Aumakua is covering you. You're growing in your communication. The communication is going straight from your crown to your higher self, okay? And you are absolutely stepping into the gift of being able to channel your higher self, and more than channel it, you're embodying your higher self, okay? You are becoming the embodiment of your highest soul self. You may have been feeling like you were in a bit of a dark night of the soul. You may have been feeling like the energies have been tough lately. Many of you may have lost people, relationships. There may have been deaths of very important people in order to step you into your next phase. Okay, you're absolutely moving into a stage of your life where you're going to be respected and appreciated as a leader. So this group is moving into leadership in a big way. What Spirit's saying is this is your rite of passage. So you may have lost someone very, very close to you, a teacher, a trainer, kahuna. You may have lost a family member, a loved one. Those of you who didn't experience a death, you may have experienced a breakup or a move of someone that you loved and respected. So a relationship may have changed that was romantic or family member or close friend. But what they're showing is that you guys have had a seeming, okay, loss of some kind. that was very painful, to open up your heart chakra to its fullest, to open you up to true love, to open you up to yourself. And now it's like spirit is streaming through you in a straight stream, straight from your like higher self and source. And if you look at this painting, there's actually an owl here delivering the message. So you're getting your messages clear. Notice you've got your higher self and the large owl, and then you have your human-bodied self and the small owl. Okay, so owls may be very, very important for you at this time. Some of you may have seen them already or will see them. So be on the lookout for owl. They can come in many forms. They can come physically. They can come through pictures. They can come through meditation. But owl, or the Hawaiians call them pueos, are going to be extremely important for you. Okay, and as I looked at that, the numbers were 717 on the timer. So 717 is an angel number that means that you are on the correct path, that you are aligned in all ways. Okay, and you can look up the deeper meaning of that as well to get further information on that angel number. But it's saying that great job, you're being applauded by your spirit team for the great work that you have done. It's saying you're on the right path, well done, keep going in this particular course. Okay, really beautiful. I feel like you guys have you've made it out of the darkness. Okay, but we have to go into the darkness, or po, which the Hawaiians, it means original darkness. It means the void. It's where all possibility is, where all creation starts. I am nothing, therefore I create everything. You don't create from being full. You create from being empty. The darkness is the sound waves that when the pulse comes through the pyramid, then when the light wave comes through the pyramid, becomes the light. Darkness came before light. It's the potential, the pure potential of the human being, of the galactic being, of the universal creation. And it's how we create. And so you are now in a position where you are moving into your creation. Okay? But you did go through quite a huge darkness, and your team is acknowledging that, and they're honoring you. What I'm seeing with this group, it makes me want to cry a little bit because it's such a beautiful energy, is that my team's showing that you're being crowned, okay? And because you have gone through this time and you've now stepped into your leadership in some way. Okay, so this group, you're definitely leaders and creators. Okay, first off, you got Haumea. Speaking of creation, Haumea is Mother Earth, the Earth Goddess. Haumea is the creation of all of the Hawaiian gods, okay? Haumea is Pele's mother, and she rides on the Hanu, okay? The Hanu is Earth Mother, it's creation. And then we have Ulu here, or breadfruit. Ulu, you can live and sustain life on ulu and water alone, okay? So this breadfruit, or is sustainable, okay? You are in a position where you're moving into life-sustaining energies. With this earth goddess, it's the essence is sustenance. So it says, pay attention to places, subtle shifts in the weather, or other signs that the voice of Haumea is calling to one of her children. Connect with the earth and remember that her abundance provides. Express gratitude. You are very much being moved into a time and space reality here where you are going to be sustained. What your spirit team is saying, be grateful. You notice how she rides in the night, okay? Be grateful because you are a creator, and like Mother Earth, connect with her because there's information and energy there. It's going to create a clearer channel for you. It's going to create the ability and opportunity for you to not only sustain yourself, but help to provide nurturing and sustenance for others. Okay? You are very much someone who, in your leadership that you're shifting into, you've always been someone who provides nurturing for others. But with this group, you didn't fill your own cup up, so you were drained previously. Now they're saying you have learned the lesson to be in your being, to fill your cup up first to overflowing, and out of the overflow is how you help to nurture others. You sustain yourself first, and then the others come next, okay? We have Maui. All right. Sweet, sweet Maui. Okay. So Maui is the trickster god, the shapeshifter. Okay. Part of what you're moving into is the shapeshifter, knowing how to see through the illusion or provide the illusion needed for necessary change in your leadership position. Okay, it says the trickster. It says Maui works through a keen sense of humor and adventure. Try the opposite of what is usual. Things are not always as they appear. So while you may be going through a transition or shift right now, things are not always as they appear. They are asking you, because I'm having a little hiccups here, okay? So if there's been some hiccups in your plans or your abilities or anything of that sort, take humor, okay? The energy of Maui is look at your life and who you are as a leader, as an adventurer, and do so with humor, because the laughter provides the ha, or the breath, that brings us into our being, and that creates the shift. So how you will help others to shift, how you will sustain yourself, and you'll help to sustain others, and to help uplift them, is through the humor, through the breath, through doing things that are light and lifted. And if something looks like it's a little off, take heart, because remember that life is a movie. Earth life is a movie. It's as my kahuna told me while he was still on this plane. He said, life is, he said, it's one movie, Stephanie. Just watch it. If you don't like the movie, change the channel. That's all, okay? You change the channel, and you are in the process of doing that. You're in the process of seeing through the illusion, or creating the illusion so that people can get what they need, okay? So that you can be sustained, so that you come out of that dark night of the soul. And so do know that just because this has seemed like a dark night, remember that Maui's at work here, okay? So it's not as it seems. So if you've been depressed, if you've been having a hard time, know that it is shifting and changing. Things are not always as they look. Go beyond the illusion and see what is really there. And at the heart of everything, it's only love. That is the only truth. That is the only thing. And you are coming into this. This is part of your spiritual gift, is to be able to be both in your spirit, but also looking through the illusion. So you're connected to Earth, but you also see the tweaks in the matrix as it is. And you're going to be coming into humor. The gift that's being given to you after this heavy type of responsibility is the gift of humor, is the gift of seeing through the illusion or creating the illusion. Okay? We have Pohaku. Okay. Pohaku is stone or relationship. The word broken down, we have Po, which is original darkness, and Haku, the lei that you wear on your head. Okay? Po, or original darkness, is the creative principle. So this card came up in pile 1, but it's a very different message for you guys, but you may have been attracted to both. Okay? This stone looks very much like the stone that's on Molokai. If you wanted to birth a baby, you would sit on this stone, and it would activate and change your body in such a way so that you could be fertile to have a baby. Okay, but babies are not always humans. Any creation that you want to make, and any relationship that you want to make, it's saying that this is a fertile ground for that. Okay? So you're going to be dealing with relationships. It says relationships can drain or energize. Ohana, or family, may be of blood or choice. Evaluate your interdependencies and focus on those that are most supportive and loving. Okay? So you're coming into a time where I do feel like those relationships that left, if a lover left you, if you've been in a fight with a blood family member, if you've had part of your dark night of the soul is you felt completely alone or lonely, because sometimes on the spiritual path we can feel very alone or lonely. This is Spirit saying that you are moving into a time where your relationships, you're choosing to allow them to energize you. You're going to have people around you who support and love you, who celebrate you, and you celebrate them. Remember, we're moving into humor. We're moving into sustenance. Your life is about to get really good, and they're giving me the word honor. You are being honored for your previous service. You are being honored and supportive for what you're becoming. So allow yourself to receive, because those around you see you as the leader that you are, and they're here to support you. They're here to bring you love. They're here to bring you sustenance. They're here to bring you even things to make life easier. Some of you may be creating a community together to live and, make it easier for everyone so that there's abundant food and everyone's skills, because they're showing me a traditional Hawaiian village and going back to a system that everyone's gifts are honored. Not everyone's a fisherman, not everyone's a hunter, not everyone's a farmer. Your job is more in the spiritual realm. Okay, so you're going to be provided for because you're to hold the energy of the spirit, so that those, and to guide those that are here on earth. So you're coming out of that dark night, okay? And these are relationships that are coming in now that are going to be supportive and honoring and celebratory. Remember the humor. That's the most important thing. Okay? And then we have Kanaloa. All right. Kanaloa is the god of the ocean and ocean winds. This is foundation. You are building a new foundation. It says, consider the foundational values of yourself and others. Understand motives, situations, and actions. Examine a living situation carefully for its ability to serve or reflect your highest purpose. Okay, so you guys may be moving to, like I said, different living situation, different community. You're looking at what you're building now is the foundation of your life moving forward. And you're building it on Kanaloa. His spirit is, he's the god of the winds and the ocean, but he's also, was it wind? Yeah, an ocean wind specifically. There's lots of different winds, so ocean winds. But he's also a god of Aloha. Okay, and so there is a peace coming to you, peace, P-E-A-C-E, and also a piece of information or energy that's going to help you build the foundation, because Pohaku is a stone which you build the foundation upon. You build the foundation upon the relationships, upon the humor, upon the light, upon working together. Okay, Pohaku, one of its other essences is this is all you need, okay? And so that foundation stone, that cornerstone is all you need to build the life that you would like. And you build it on love. You build it on aloha. You build it on humor. You build it on celebration and celebrating each other's gifts. You do not have to do everything alone, pile 2, nor will you be alone moving forward. You have taken on too much of the world. That's why there was this kind of darker night and loss, because you've taken on the burdens. You've tried to do too many jobs. And in the human family and more directly the soul family that you're building here on earth together, the foundation that you're creating, we all have our part. We all have our role. It takes all of us together in order to build the light for the future, in order to move into the light. Okay, and your part as the leader and holding the spiritual significance is to hold the joy, the humor, the love. Okay, building that foundation. You're not here to do everything, and you're not here to be alone. Okay, so now it's time to move forward. These are beautiful spiritual gifts that are coming through. You have that mothering energy regardless of your gender. Haumea is this mothering and abundant and sustenance energy. You're moving into abundance. You help people build the foundation of love in their life, the foundation of how to do spiritual processes and physical processes, and you do so through humor. You measure the illusion. You be like Maui, and you can shapeshift to however you need to be in order for this change, shift, in order for the foundation to be built, in order for the relationships to be built upon properly. Okay? So I'm going to leave that there. This is beautiful spiritual energy and mana that's coming through for you. The last thing that they're saying, so if you stayed with me, you are being rewarded for work well done. So be prepared to receive your rewards. Well done, pile 2. You're very important here to the earth plan. I want to cry a little because you hold an extreme amount of mana, an extreme amount of light, and you're very important to this. So I know you've gone through a really tough time as of late, but it's about to get really, really good for you, okay? So be open to the new relationships coming in and the new situation and circumstances that not only sustain and nourish you, but will sustain and nourish the tribe that you're building, okay? That's what I have for you, so thank you guys so much. For those of you who would like to enter the drawing, remember it's free to enter, free to win. Here's how you do it. You be a subscriber if you're not already, so subscribe and hit that bell button, like and share this video, and then in the comment section below, write, I am building the foundation of love. I am building the foundation of love. And that lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing. On the 1st of the month, I will do that drawing on video and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha. Aloha, pile 3. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly. Just putting a little Palo Santo, clean and clear our energy. Coming to you with a pick a card reading that's super awesome. This is what spiritual energy, mana, spiritual gifts are presenting themselves to you at this time. What rite of passage are you going through that is opening the doors of spirit within you? Now remember, our spiritual gifts, I don't really like to call them gifts because they are our natural talents and tendencies and interest, okay? So for instance, people have been coming to me since I was a little girl to ask for advice or to tell me their life story, okay? And so that's what I do now. I help to guide people, but it's something that I've always done. It just changes form, okay? I love artistry and making things and singing, and that is a way that I channel spirit, okay? So your natural interests and inclinations are going to be the avenue through which your spiritual gifts present themselves, okay? So you guys chose Rise Upon a Full Moon, and it says uplift. It says shedding layers with ease, growing into new areas of life. Discover a part of yourself newly blossomed. You are truly gifted. Go for it. Okay, and this is a timeless reading, but it is being recorded right after the full moon in Pisces in September of 2022. Okay, so know that that full moon energy is in your reading. And what's really beautiful with this, that particular Pisces full moon, was here to open us up to our dreams, gifts, talents, okay? And so I feel like this is an uplifting energy. You may have discovered or gone through just recently a change in how you interpret spiritual energies. We'll look further into it. You may have gone through a bit of an awakening, a spiritual awakening. I'm getting a lot of like little kind of energies that are itching my head or crown. So that's letting me know, and the back of my throat chakra. So it's letting me know that they've been working, your spirit team has been working with you to open up your crown chakra. So you may have been getting, and your throat, to be able to express the images, sounds, feelings and sensations that you have been processing from spirit, okay? And so what they're showing is you have this direct line of communication with spirit. You're definitely, we have the colors of the rainbow here. You're really growing in all your ways. And spirit's saying that you're a balancer. Okay, so you help to balance others. I say balancer instead of healer. I don't like the word healing because we really heal ourselves and there's nothing to heal. We're perfect as is, so we're balancing the energies. Because there's nothing wrong with any of us, okay? It's when we're out of balance that there might be dis-ease or discomfort in our emotions or body, but that's not who we are. So at a core level, we're just balancing rather than healing. And you are an excellent balancer. Okay, you are someone who can tap into spirit. You can see the ways that other people can be balanced, how you can balance yourself, and you move forward with it. You give that energy, and now you're being uplifted. We're going to look at the mana cards here. Okay, beautiful energy. One more, since everyone else got 4. There we go. Oh, you got 5. Okay, fancy, fancy. All right, let's get to it then. Okay, we have, I'm like really, really itchy. So you may have had a lot of kind of energy like that, that's sort of like itching your crown, or you might have felt it on your body. That's typically spirit trying to get in touch with you, okay? Literally and also figuratively. And so just pay attention to that. So if you're getting that, that's an indication to maybe take a moment to meditate, take a moment to go inside and find out who's trying to communicate with me. What does this information, is there something there for me? Is there information there for me? Okay, let's look. We got 33. We have the canoe. Okay, so the canoe here has to do with transition. It says a transition is on the horizon, subtle shifts in the weather or other signs that the voice of Haumea, or Mother Earth, is calling to one of her children. Connect with the earth and remember that her abundance provides. Express. Oh goodness, I switched. Okay, that's interesting. That was Freudian slip. So I started to read the first sentence of canoe, and then I switched to Haumea, which the card's not out here. Haumea is the Mother Earth, the goddess that represents Mother Earth in the Hawaiian culture. So there is something for you in Mother Earth. Okay, so the transition you're making is going to be to more sustenance and abundance. And being in nature is going to be useful for you, because that just completely switched mid-sentence. And that was an unconscious process for me, okay? So here we go again. Transition. A transition is on the horizon. Allow things to unfold at their own pace as part of the process. Allow for flow and harmony with others. You can only go as fast as the canoe will take you, okay? So in the Hawaiian legends, we moved from the stars, from the Pleiades, on a canoe. Okay, the Hawaiians moved from the Pleiades on a canoe or a ship that brought us here, okay? With canoe coming in the transition, there is a voyage, an adventure that's opening for you. There's transition that's happening for you. You also, the spirit, since we're looking at the spiritual gifts, you help people through their transition and process. What Spirit's saying is, while you're helping others to transition, process, to balance, heal, okay, is to ground yourself, to be in nature, to because I feel like sometimes when, especially with the energies that are coming in for you now, you are upgrading in your ability to balance others, to help them balance in the energies, okay? With that being said, sometimes you go really, really far into the spiritual channels. They're asking you to ground and be part of nature, because you need to go as far as you go up, and the information, as far as the information is coming in from the heavens, bring that information that far down from the earth up into your heart, because they meet in the heart. What Spirit's saying is that this group 3, you have a very pure heart. And that is how you help other people balance, okay? There's an innocence to you from the inside out that helps other people to balance. But there is a need to ground while you're going through this transition. So you go with the flow and the speed and pace that the canoe takes you, and at the same time, be connected, watch for the signs and signals of Mother Earth, and allow yourself to move through that flow a little more gently, okay? We have Hulu, and no, not the channel, okay? on the TV. So Hulu has to do with the feather. I am also seeing the ferns here, which have all of the codes. Ferns are the plant record keepers. They have all of the codes of all of the DNA and all of the information from the beginning. The ferns have been here and have lasted through every earth event that would take animals and humans off. So the ferns have the records. But this is about Hulu, the feather. It's illusions. So it says, soar with the feather to rise above limitations and myopic views. Realize that the line between your vision and its manifestation is a permeable one. So with the feather here, it's multifold. So that is one of the things you help, you see through the illusion, and you help others to see through the illusion. Okay, their own problems, their own illusions, their own delusions, and your own. But the other thing too is it's an indication that you're connected with Spirit always. So they're just saying, they're giving a reiteration that you're connected with Spirit. I also feel like one of the spiritual gifts that are coming in is that you, if you don't already know that you read the Akashic records, you do, and it's going to come in more steadily. You may even take a course or something if you feel like you need a little bit of training on how to tap in or tune into that, but you do it naturally. So you do read the Akashic records for or with others and yourself, and so that helps them to transition, because you can see the next soul contract, you can see or hear or feel where it's going next. Okay, so this is just an indication that you're connected to Spirit. They're also saying that fern medicine may be useful to you. Okay, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not meaning it in the way for health. I am meaning it in the way of communing with the ferns. Now, there is Brother Keone of Pohala Botanicals. His family are keepers of the ferns, and he does offer online all the different fern medicines and their meanings. So you're welcome to look at Pohala Botanicals. And it's not an ad. I don't get anything for that. I just really like the work that is being done there. You know, it's coming from his full family line. So really useful. So if, for those of you, that's going to be for a small percentage of you, but for those of you who perked up when you heard fern medicine, that's one avenue. That's a good avenue to have. Okay, let's go on to the next. They said we have Papa and Wakea, so Earth Mother and Sky Father. Okay, Papa is Earth Mother, and then Wakea is Sky Father in the Hawaiian tradition. So Hawaiians honor both parts of creation. Okay, and so this is struggle and wholeness. So seemingly opposing forces can integrate to bring wholeness, balancing male and female, active and passive energies within and outside of yourself. By acknowledging contradiction, new life opportunities may emerge. Okay, so this is the balancing of the divine masculine and feminine, your opposite polarities, and you help do that with others. So what's emerging is the ability to help both balance inside yourself and others, their masculine and feminine energies, their polarities, their opposites, and also in relationships. So some of you may take this in a sense of coaching others in their relationships, helping others to balance, and moving that forward. You're also going to be experiencing that in yourself. You help people to transition and upgrade to a more spiritual level of their life, their relationships, and the balance and harmony within themselves. Okay. Ooh. Whoa. My right ear just popped and it released a whole bunch of something. Okay. So in that balancing, there may be physical things that release for self and for others, because now I can hear extremely well out of that, and I didn't even know that ear was still clogged. Okay, had no idea. Okay, so you may be surfacing things in self and others that they didn't even know were still an issue, and it's opening doors. Wonderful. You are excellent. Some of you may be already hands-on healers. They're showing me massage therapists, chiropractors, Reiki, kind of sound healers, but more like with tuning forks on the body. Or you may be moving into that because you really do have a talent for balancing people vibrationally and from a spiritual level. Okay, so we've got mana. All right, so we asked about the spiritual mana. Mana is your power, your spiritual power. So what's coming through and coming into you and what you give others is empowerment. It says all power comes from within. Creative life force energy and charisma flow when the mind is calm. Be aware of your breath and surroundings. Be in the present moment, not in the past or future. Energy will increase and appropriate action will reveal itself. This is beautiful. You are stepping into your power, to your mana, to your root that then flowers. Okay, you have found your seed and you're moving forward into it. Your spiritual power, your mana, is really increasing at this time because you are such a wonderful balancer. You are here to help to balance yourself and to uplift and encourage others to balance themselves. And you may do that in a spoken word. You may do that through artistry. You may do that through hands-on. Okay? But you are really transitioning because this came out under Wa'a, which is transition. You're transitioning into your power. You're transitioning into your mana, your sovereignty, your seed within yourself. You are really, really powerful balancers, pile 3. I'm so grateful for you because you're needed at this time on Gaia. And then last but not least, we have Mama Lahoi, and this is the splintered paddle. Okay, it has to do with compassion. All right, and so this says the truly confident find compassion for human vulnerability and human frailty. All are worthy of respect. Butterflies also have to do with transition. This is compassion for yourself and compassion for others. Okay, you are absolutely coming into a time of great compassion. You always have been compassionate for others, pile 3, but now compassion is incomplete if it doesn't include yourself. Now, this is why you're coming into the hugeness of your power, because you have found the compassion within yourself. You have found to be compassionate with yourself first, and then you can give it in abundance to others. You can balance the scales. This is beautiful. You are not only very respectful of others, but you're about to be very respected. I love this energy. You have extremely wonderful balancing and healing energy, very nurturing energy, and you're transitioning into a place of power. So please go for what interests you. If you've wanted to study, say you've always been good. They're showing me my massage, I'll call it a detour, or my massage journey. So I'm licensed still as a massage therapist. I'm not practicing. But I was always really good with my hands and really good with touch of other people, and it would help them feel good and feel comforted. And then I went and actually got the training so I could be licensed and do that as a way that I could give back in the world. Okay, so you may do professional training of some sort, whether it be a hands-on something or a spiritual something, matters not. Whatever interests you, that's balanced for you, you're moving into that. Yep, and we just got the winds came through as the blessing and the clearing, okay? It's going to help to empower you even further. You have a lot of raw energy and mana at this time available to you. Kudos, pile 3. We just are balancing it. So make sure to, balance the bookends. So as far as high as it's coming in, bring that from the ground up, okay? Because we want you centered, because you are excellent at balancing others, and you are really integral to the shift and changes that are happening right now on Gaia. So love you guys. Keep connecting in with spirit, and notice that this has the foot on the ground with the feather and the illusions. It's showing that spirit's here. You're seeing through the illusions, but you're grounding barefoot on the earth. Okay, be barefoot on the earth as often as you can. That's going to be useful for you. All right, so that's what I have for you guys. I love it. I'm so grateful for your service here on earth. Thank you so much. For those of you that would like to enter the drawing, remember it's free to enter, free to win for a 30-minute session with me personally. Here's how you do it. If you're not a subscriber already, become a subscriber. So subscribe, hit that bell button, like and share this video. And in the comment section below, right, I am transitioning into my power. I am transitioning into my power, and that lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing. I'll do that on the first of the month on video and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha.